Hello everyone and welcome to the social science session. So in today's video we will be doing a quick revision for test 4 and the topics for test 4 are major landforms of the earth and Panchayati Raj. So let's begin. So first of all we have section A where we have the multiple choice questions. So the first sentence is at least dash members should be present in the meeting of Gram Panchayat. And the options given are A, 1/5, B, 1/3, C, 1/10, D, 1/6. And the correct option is number C, 1/10. The second question, the dash updates the state government about various community development programs running in the district. And the options given here are Block Samiti, Nyay Panchayat, Zilla Parishad and Panchayat Samiti. And the correct option is Zilla Parishad, that is option C. Moving on to the third one, full form of BDO. The options given here are Block Building Officer, Block Development Officer, Building Development Officer, and the fourth option given is Building Block Officer. And the correct option is number B, Block Development Officer. Moving ahead to number 4, the Gram Sabha, Gram Panchayat and Nyay Panchayat together form the dash. Block Samiti, Village Panchayat, Panchayat Samiti, Zilla Parishad. These are the 4 options given and the correct option is B, that is Village Panchayat. Moving ahead to number 5, dash is also referred as the village court and the options given are Zilla Parishad, Panchayat Samiti, Block Samiti, Nyay Panchayat. And the correct option here is Nyay Panchayat. So, the Nyay Panchayat is also referred as the village court. Then moving ahead to number 6, which of the following is a volcanic mountain? The Aravalis, Mount Kilimanjaro, the Rockies, the Andes. And the correct option is Mount Kilimanjaro. The seventh one now, it is a natural calamity. And the options here are flood, earthquake, tsunami, rain. And the correct option is number D, that is rain, which is not a natural calamity. Then number 8, the Malwa Plateau in India is an example of dash plateau. Intermontane Plateau, Continental Plateau, Lava Plateau and Piedmont Plateau. So the correct option is Lava Plateau, that is option C. Moving ahead to number 9, the variations on the land surface of the earth are known as dash. Landforms, relief features, latitudes, both A and B. So it's both A and B, the option D. The variation on land surface of the earth, they are known as landforms as well as relief features. And now we come to the 10th and the last one of this exercise. They provide flat land for building houses and cultivation of crops. And the options here are plateau, mountain, plain and tableland. And the correct option is plain, that is number C. Next we move on to section B and we have a set of questions which are to be answered in short. So the first question is, what is a block samiti? Explain in detail the composition of block samiti. So first of all, here in this question, the first part talks about what is a block samiti, and second part asks about the composition, that is who are the members. So first of all, let us define what is a block samiti. At the block level, the Panchayati Raj institution is known as block samiti, which is also known as Janpad Panchayat or Panchayat Samiti. It acts as a link between the Gram Panchayat and Zilla Parishad. Now the next part of the question says who are the members, that is the composition. So here the members of the block samiti are Pramukh or chairperson and an up pramukh or vice chairperson. The Pramukh is responsible for daily affairs of the Samiti. Then, besides the elected members, it includes the Sarpanch of all Gram Panchayats, members of the state legislature, and members of the parliament elected from that area, and of course, the block development officer or BDO, who is a government representative. So, I hope this answer is clear to everybody. Now, we move on to the next question, that is, what is Gram Sabha? List few functions performed by Gram Sabha. So here we have to talk about Gram Sabha and the functions, the works performed by Gram Sabha. So let us first define what is Gram Sabha. So, Gram Sabha is a body of residents living in the area covered by the Panchayat. All people who are 18 years of age or above and who have the right to vote are members of the Gram Sabha. It may include one or more villages depending upon the size of the village. Now, what are the functions performed by Gram Sabha? It elects representatives to Gram Panchayat. Gram Sabha reviews the work done by Gram Panchayat and goes through its accounts. And Gram Sabha also has the power to remove a non-performing member. Moving on to the next question, give reasons which show the importance of 73rd Amendment Act. So here we need to talk about why 73rd Amendment Act is important. So, the 73rd Amendment Act implemented in the year 1992 is important due to the following reasons. So, first is it seeks to turn Mahatma Gandhi's vision of Gram Swaraj into a reality, and its aim is to toughen the base of Indian democracy by involving the local people in rural development projects. So, I hope this answer is clear to everybody. Now moving ahead to question number 4. How do landforms affect the life of human beings? So here in this answer, we will be talking about how the landforms, that is the different relief features, mountains, that is mountains, plateaus, plains, deserts, how do they affect the life of the people? So human beings live on different kinds of landforms in different ways. People living in mountains lead a hard life. In the plains, the living conditions are better. Every landscape has a different pattern of living. Sometimes natural calamities like earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, storms, and floods cause widespread destructions. However, through awareness, we can reduce the loss of life and property during such calamities. So basically, we have to highlight here in this answer how people are affected by the different landforms, different relief features. Then moving on to the next question, that is question number 5. Differentiate between intermontane plateau and continental plateau. So here you have to basically show the differences. So for intermontane plateau, you may write they are the highest, largest and most complex type of plateaus. They are enclosed completely by mountains. So these plateaus are enclosed by mountains. And whereas on the other hand, the continental plateaus, they expand to a large area and rise abruptly from the bordering lowland or the sea. Second point can be written as the highest intermontane plateau is the Tibetan plateau in Asia, while on the other hand, for continental plateau, you may write plateau of South Africa, West Australia, and are examples of continental plateau. Then moving on to the next question, that is question number 6. Write a short note on importance of mountains. So here you have to highlight why the mountains are important to us. In what ways the mountains are important. So focusing on the usefulness of mountains, we can write mountains are very useful natural resources. They are great storehouse of fresh water. So why so? Because various rivers that originate from the glaciers are used for domestic purpose and irrigation. The water from river valleys and terraces are used to produce electricity and for cultivation of crops. The forests in this area provide fuel, fodder, gum, raisins, and various medicinal plants. Mountains are the natural barriers against cold and hot winds. Apart from this, we also get minerals and precious stones from them, and the rocks of the mountains are used as building materials. People also visit mountains for their scenic beauty. So, all these points can be included in this answer. Moving ahead to the next set of questions, that is, answer the following in detail. So, the first question is explain the three-tier structure of Panchayati Raj. So, for this answer, first of all, you will talk about the structure of the Panchayati Raj. That the Panchayati Raj works at three levels: the Gram Panchayat at the village level, the Block Samiti at the block level, and the Zilla Parishad at the district level. And further, since it's a long answer, these three levels can be discussed in detail. So, you talk about the village level at first. You write a little detail about the village level, then the block level, and the district level. At village level, the Gram Sabha, the Gram Panchayat, and the Nyay Panchayat are the bodies, and you can describe them in detail. And then comes the block level. So here in blocks, the block samiti works at the block level, and a little description about that. And finally, the Zilla Parishad, which is the apex body, and it takes care of the entire district. So here you can talk about the members also. So answer in detail needs to be, answered, of course, in detail. Then moving ahead to the next question, describe the role of the state government in Panchayati Raj. So here we have to mention the role of the state government, the role which is played by the state government in Panchayati Raj. So the role of the state government includes formation of rules and regulations for the institutions of Panchayati Raj, then coordinating with the Zilla Parishad to chalk out plans that are beneficial for overall growth of the district, recruiting technical and executive staff at the district and block level, and providing grants and aid to carry out various welfare programs, along with keeping a check on the accounts of the panchayats. So this can be written for this answer. Moving ahead to answer question number 3, how are plains formed and why are plains densely populated? Plains are formed as a result of the internal and external forces of the earth. They are formed by the rivers and their tributaries. The eroded material carried by the rivers get deposited in low-lying valleys in the form of sediments containing stones, sand, and silt. It takes a long period to form plains. Now, next part of the question says, why are plains densely populated? So, the living conditions are better than in the mountains and plateaus. They are very fertile and very suitable for the cultivation of various crops, and it is easy to construct roads and to make railway lines on them. So, these are the reasons why the plains are densely populated. Now, moving ahead to the fourth and the last question. Plateaus are classified into 3 types according to their location and origin. Justify. So here we will be discussing all the 3 types of plateaus on the basis of their location and origin, which have these three classifications have been done according to their location and how they have originated. So the first is intermontane plateau, which is the highest, largest, and most complex kind of plateau in the world. They are enclosed completely by the mountains. And here we may mention the highest intermontane plateau is the plateau of Tibet in Asia. The next kind of is continental plateaus. So they expand to a large area and rise abruptly from the bordering lowland or the sea. And the best examples of continental plateaus we can mention are South Africa, the plateaus of South Africa, West Australia, and in India, Ranchi, the plateau of Ranchi, Ranchi is, these are the few examples of continental plateaus. And finally, the last kind of plateau, that is lava plateau. And as the name indicates, these plateaus are formed by the fissures when volcanoes erupt. They cover a large area. The Malwa Plateau in India and Columbia Plateau in the northwestern USA are the main examples of lava plateau. So I hope all the entire paper is clear. So with this, we wind up our session here, and please read the chapters thoroughly. See you all again in the next video. Thank you so much.